With regard to whatever objects either delight the mind or contribute to use or are tenderly beloved, remind yourself of what nature they are, beginning with the merest trifles. If you have a favorite cup, that it is but a cup of which you are fond. For thus, if it is broken, you can bear it. If you embrace your child or your wife, that you embrace a mortal. And thus, if either of them dies, you can bear it. In this aphorism, Epictetus is talking about the nature of reality. This happens to be my favorite cup. It was from my parents' house. They are both gone now, and I took it after their deaths to remind me of previous times with my parents. I love this cup, but Epictetus is saying that by its nature it is breakable, so that if or when it does break, I will be able to bear it. And I think most of us can accept the idea of that a material object such as this cup should not cause us undue misery if eventually it breaks. The second part, though, he extends that analogy to the people that we love. He says that if you have a child or a wife that you dearly love, we must understand that they are mortal. And thus, if they were to die, we must accept that, and we must understand that that is the nature of human life, and thus we shall be able to bear our grief. Now, for most of us, there's a distinct difference between the cup and the wife and child, in this case, step-grandchild. And I can't even conceive of how I would feel if either my wife or any of my grandchildren or nephews were to die. The thought of it just staggers me. But Epictetus is saying to us that we must accept reality as it is. Human life is mortal. It will not go on forever. Objects are material objects and thus susceptible to destruction. And if we refuse to accept this reality and try to live our lives as if this were not the case, or that somehow we can control this and make it so that our wife, child, or cup will never be gone from us, this is a prescription for disaster. I think it's very important to understand also that when Epictetus says that we shall be able to bear it, he doesn't say that we're going to be jumping for joy. Merely that this is the nature of life, and through acceptance of reality, our lives will be possible.